How's it going, everyone? I'm your host, the Carolina Collector. Before I begin, I want to say thank you to each and every single one of you for making this channel possible. We have officially broke 450 subscribers. I really appreciate that. If you want to continue to help this channel to grow, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe, smash that like button, and of course, comment in the comments section below. This has been a video that has been a long time coming. Lately, I haven't had that much time to myself. I've been really occupied with my friends. My car's in the shop, unfortunately, so I'm grounded, even though my good friend lent me his car for a couple days until I get my car back out of the shop. My transmission blew out, so I'm kind of stranded. But thank God my buddy's got a jalopy that he can spare. So, and later on, we're going to be barbecuing because one of our friends is leaving, unfortunately. He's moving to Texas to pursue his career. And just a lot of other things. My time has been completely occupied. So I've been trying to make this video for you guys. I'm finally taking the time to do it. So to my Transformers family out there, I really appreciate your patience. So without further ado, let's get into this. I mean, I've seen so many reviews about this guy on YouTube that I'm just itching to get into this box. So this is the retooled G1 Optimus Prime, known as C-01 Transformers Missing Link. And I also have the cartoon accurate C-02 off to the side here. So we're going to take a look at both of these. And this is essentially the G1 Prime from back when I was a kid in the 80s. And to see how far engineering technology has come, it's just unbelievable. I actually pre-ordered this on Hasbro Pulse and Big Bad Toy Store. So I actually have two of each of these. One I'm going to keep on ice, and the other one I'm going to keep for display. But look at that right out of the box. Boom! Jeez. I mean, it's essentially a G1 Optimus Prime with heavy retooling. I mean, again, the videos I've seen from my fellow YouTubers, what this guy can do, it's just unbelievable. But look at that awesome Japanese text. I mean, no offense to, my countrymen here in the States, but, I mean, just nothing beats seeing Japanese text on a Transformers toy. And then you got the classic artwork from back in the 80s right there. Of course, we have this status bar right here. So I anticipate that there's going to be one of those little red pieces of cellophane to reveal, like, his power levels and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Pretty typical of the 80s. So I'm dying to get into this. Oh, man, my mouth is watering. As I do have the 2002 New Year Convoy reissue, and that is just about as good as it gets up until you get to this point. So, oh, Styrofoam. Is this Yeah, it's Styrofoam. Oh, baby. Oh, how I miss you, Styrofoam. I'm kind of like leaning over my camera here, and this thing is like so tight to get out. Come on, you. Oh, don't do this to me on camera. Why is it with certain YouTubers, like, you want certain things to happen on camera and it just doesn't? There it is. Look at that. Old-fashioned Styrofoam, baby. I just have to say this for those environmentalist freaks that are out there talking about climate change. Bitching, moaning, whining, and complaining that this guy came with Styrofoam. If you don't like plastic, don't buy plastic toys. Period. Sounds logical, doesn't it? Anyway, with that being said, oh my goodness, the classic look of G1 Optimus Prime. Let's pop this guy out of his Styrofoam prison. Now, it's just like the old school G1. You kind of have to, like, reach around. He said reach around. Yeah. Hashtag immaturity. So, classic Optimus Prime. Look at this. Wow, that is just incredible. His trailer separates as it should. And he's so vibrant, especially out here, since I'm filming this on my patio. It really brings out the colors. Let me pan the camera down here. So we got the classic box. The door opens up. We have the outriggers here. And that's what they're called, ladies and germs, outriggers. So we got the outriggers there. I guess you can move them forward to keep them just a little bit more level. Sit them up right there. The typical box. And then, of course, we have the robotic unit on the inside. So I'm going to pick the camera up here a little bit. And if this is typical of G1 Prime, this claw, yep, should come out just like that. And from what I've seen, oops, forgive me for bumpy cam. You have to forgive me, I'm trying to rush through this video because, like I said, I expect phone calls and texts throughout the day to get this barbecue started because we are barbecuing tonight. Now, from what I've seen, this is supposed to release. Ah, there it goes, and pop right out. Which is cartoon accurate. I forgot what episode of Transformers this guy comes out, but he actually does come out and fires from here someplace. But I kind of like the fact they did away with this, even though it's classic to have the launcher for Roller right here. For the play value, I guess this is just so much better because you don't have to chase Roller around. Because if you have like the New Year Convoy 2002, or you have any type of foreign edition that didn't go to the States, usually Roller would just, you know, kind of roll flat right off of his cab here. But most versions, the thing launches like a missile, so I'm kind of glad they did away with that, because at least you don't have to chase Roller around. But now, from what I understand, yes, okay, good. So here's the missile tree, which I am going to sacrifice 2 missiles, because like I said, I got one of these on ice that I'm going to keep, you know, in my closet someplace. So I am going to... Ooh, nice little missiles. They're not those big, ridiculous ones like you see in Toys R Us because of safety issues. Be a good parent. If you have toys with missiles and small parts, sit there with your kids and play. Don't just let them arbitrarily do like what they did back in the 70s when it came to that Battlestar Galactica toy, which caused Boba Fett's missile pack from the Kenner Star Wars to be, you know, banned, I guess. So... that thing just looks awesome with its missiles. See, that's a proper battle platform. And then we have the tree for Roller's tires, which I am going to take out and get it off of this tree here, because I can. Mine. Oop. Again, you have to forgive me because I'm trying to rush through this. And you guys know I don't script my videos anyway here on the channel, you know. And I kind of like that authenticity. You know, a lot of guys do jump edits and all sorts of crazy edits and this and that and whatnot. I'd rather just keep it a one take, unscripted, unedited. You get what you get, and that's that. My videos are as authentic as you can probably get here on YouTube. So, classic gray Roller. Now, the only thing I don't understand, you know... they kept the mold, at least this part of the mold, which would hook up to this robotic unit here. The worker bee, I guess you want to call it, whatever name you guys want to call this guy. Typically, this would hook up here, and then when you push the button, which is just a static piece now, Roller would eject. So I don't know why they kept this feature. I have no idea. But something I just noticed now. Oh yeah, it does flip around. Look at that. Accurate to the cartoon. Huh. Okay. It's got the little, looks like an LED light or something on there. I mean, you know, it's just a static piece, but that's pretty accurate to the cartoon. All right, pretty cool. Pretty neat. All right. So we took a look at the inside of the trailer. I'm going to leave Roller as is. Let me fold up his robotic arm here. And then, let's see. Why won't you close up? Of course, because I'm filming. That's why. So we're going to close up his trailer. See, that's another reason why I'm glad that they did away with that launching feature. Because any of you guys that have a G1 Prime or any reissue, the door can come flying open prematurely if Roller, you know, comes loose. Especially, like I said, this here is just a static piece. But on the original toy, this is the mechanism that will launch Roller from, you know, from the box here. So, all right, let's get into Prime. This is what I'm really interested in. So I do see... inside the styrofoam here. Oh, and by the way, yes, I'm well aware of, you know, the little hose and all that stuff. I'll take care of that at another time. Again, you know, I'm kind of pressed for time here today, so forgive me if I'm kind of like flying through all of this. We have this faux brass matrix of leadership, which looks pretty decent. And there's his retooled gun, which is cool. And then we got Prime himself. Classic Prime, my goodness. So, let's see here. We're going to... oh, jeez. That's so classic. Oh, is that classic? All right, let's get into Prime here. Now, if this is a typical Prime, it should transform exactly the same. So, but I know there's some differences. So I guess I can start down here. Yes. Okay, so you kind of have to wiggle his legs loose. It looks like, especially from what I've seen here on YouTube with my fellow YouTube content creators that reviewed this guy. The transformation should be almost exactly the same with the exception of his hands. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. You don't have to stuff his hands in his chest anymore. But, ooh, no, ratchety, huh? It's just static motion, huh? Oh, his elbows do ratchet, but not his arms. Okay. Oh, yeah, look at this. Let's flip his head around. Look at that classic yellow eyes Prime. Flip his feet down. Or flip his feet up, I should say. And then you're supposed to take his tire skirts like that. And then you kind of have to, like, uncrotch his crotch, I guess. Something like that. And that's it. That's our Prime. Very simple transformation. Nothing complicated. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I love this. Look at this. This is... You can twist them. You can turn them. You can bend them. Look, his legs move forward. Oh, that's so cool. Look, he's doing the... what whiskey is that? I always forget. You want a whiskey? Oh, what is that? Captain Morgan. He's doing the Captain Morgan right there. That's so cool. Look at this. His legs turn and twist. I mean, I guess you have to kind of like grab him. I don't want to manhandle him too much, but big truck coming, of course, while I'm making a video outdoors. I guess that's what's supposed to... I guess you have to expect that sort of thing. Like I said, you never know what you're going to get with my channel here. He's also supposed to have a... Oh, yeah, there he goes. Look. Looking down. I'm looking down. I am hunched over. At least it doesn't have some ridiculous backpack or anything like that. But, yeah, this thing is just... Okay, I got him forward now. I can't get him back. All right, there he goes. All right, cool. I mean, my God. This guy just, like... He turns his head, too. Look at this. This is insane. Look at all this articulation, my God. Look at this. You can pose him. I believe I can fly. Wow, this thing is so much fun. My God, the dynamic poses you could probably get on this guy would be unlike anything we can get from the old school G1. It's unfortunate, like, you can't bend his feet forward so that this way you can kind of, like, get him to, like, do one of these sort of things. I guess you would have to have, like, one of those displays or something like that you can hook up to him to get him to do something like that. But, I mean, for an Optimus that's completely retooled from the old school G1 toy, I mean, this thing is just, like, look at this. Where's his cannon here? Where's his gun? Look at that, my God. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. You can kind of get him to look up like that, stare you right in the face and say, "Go ahead, make my energon." That's so cool. Oh man, I never had as much fun with a toy as I am right now. My God, if you had this back in the 80s as a kid, you'd be the god of the schoolyard. And then of course he's got his little matrix chamber right there. I've seen videos here on YouTube where that pops out. See, that's the only thing I don't like is that you can see through that, but I tell you what, it's better. I'd rather see this than having light come through it because it just makes him look like a hollow brick. But my God, just to have him, like, to even do that is like, look at this. This is just so amazing. I never thought I'd see a toy like this. And now I've heard they're coming out with a cliff jumper and a bumblebee as well. I mean, this is just, there's really nothing you can't do with him at this point. I mean, even to get him to stand there just like that and pose compared to the old school G1 Prime, I mean, this thing is just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. The only thing I wish they would have done is put Prime's head on a ball joint so that you can kind of like get him to look up and down. I mean, you can do that. And I guess because of the fact that he can hunch over like this, you can get him to look down artificially, which is kind of cool. But Man, wow. This is just, it is just incredible. Now I know it comes with the sticker sheet and all that. I'm not going to go through this because there are 100 other videos that did that already. I kind of want to focus on the toy, and I know I'm well aware of the sticker sheet in here, but you know, you see the applications are painted on here, so there's really no reason to have the stickers put on, unless like you really want to sticker up the interior of his trailer, which I'm not going to do. I'm going to leave it as is. But just the posing that this guy can do, look at that. Right in your face, Megatron. I love this. Oh my God, man, this thing is cool. All right, so we're going to put him up on stage right there. This guy is so neat. I love the fact that you can put him in all these dynamic poses. Look at this. Oh yeah, he's got the little grabby hands too. Look at that. All right, we're going to take a look at his counterpart here. Oh, he's also got the Energon axe too, which I'm not going to put on because I'm really not a fan of the Energon axe, even though it is cartoon accurate. So I know I'm not your typical YouTube content creator or reviewer, but you know, I tend to do things a little bit differently. So here we are with C-02. C-02, carbon dioxide. We're going to call this carbon dioxide prime. So here's carbon dioxide prime. C-02, that's pretty funny. Same thing, tech specs status bar here. And this is just the cab itself, which is supposed to be the cartoon accurate version, which should mimic New Year Convoy 2002, I guess, with the blue eyes and all that. And the blue windshield. Come on. I don't know why they taped up this one so much and they didn't tape up the C-01 right there. So same thing again. Box art. Typical stuff right there. Here's the cab, and of course there's... Whoop! Oh no! He died! He died! That's pretty funny. Oh no, Optimus had a heart attack right out of the box. But anyway, here's all of this guy's stuff right here. Again, forgive me for rushing through because, you know, I'm anticipating a pretty busy day. So here's what comes with this guy. Energon axe. Also a Matrix of Leadership, which I am going to pull out, by the way. This one's different than the other one. The one in the C-01 has a more brass look. This one does not. And I actually prefer this gun because of the gray detail that's right there. And of course, this one has the Energon axe. This one has a more cartoon accurate Autobot symbol on his shoulder. Get this out of the way. Again, I know I'm kind of skipping steps here compared to most other content creators, but like I said, I'm a little pressed for time today, so we're going to pan this guy down to focus on him. And yeah, you can see immediately that something's different because the stripe going around this guy is gray. He has one single see-through Autobot symbol on his shoulder. This one does not have it on this side, which is accurate. And he doesn't have the painted in details like that guy got. So again, you got to kind of like wiggle his legs open like so. And then fold out his legs, which is typical of your G1 Prime. Now we have a Gerwalk. Gerwalk Prime. So anyway, take his arms, typical of a G1 Prime, pull them out like so. I love this feature. This is such a great feature that they added to this Prime. My God. And then again, fold out his head. And now we have the cartoon accurate or semi-cartoon accurate Prime. I kind of like this one a little bit more because I'm more akin to screen accurate Transformers, which is why like Legacy, War for Cybertron, with the exception of Tank Megatron. I'm so tired of looking at Megatron as a tank. I hope Hasbro and Takara, in particular Tomy Takara, are listening. We need a G1 accurate gun. We must have our Megatron back. My childhood has been infiltrated by weirdos that are anti-gun and anti-pistol. Yes, I don't want to get political. I'm just saying that Megatron has been and always will be a gun. So they really need to retool G1 Prime. So What a beautiful, beautiful prime this is. Look at this guy. And he does the exact same thing, so you kind of have to fold his skirts out here a little bit. Just be careful how you handle this guy, because right out of the box, the joints could be a little tight. So, you know what? Since we got that prime posed that way, let's take this prime and pose him this way. Oops. Same pose. Different direction. Spread is, give him a nice little spread there, like Jobby likes to say. Beautiful spread. I love Jobby the Hong, man. He makes some cool videos. And then you can, if you can get him to balance correctly, you lean him a little forward like that. And we don't want prime to fall. Of course, you could tilt his feet to get him to stand. Look at this. This is like reliving my childhood again with both of these. Look at this. It doesn't get any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. This has to be, or these two, in my opinion, have to be the best primes I have ever seen. There's just nothing like these guys. And I'm very happy I waited. And like I said, I got two more of these on ice. And these will definitely go up on my display in my living room on my new shelf that I just built. I might have to build another one just for these two. Oh no, you don't. You got to watch, because once you start posing him and he starts to loosen up, he starts to get like a little janky. But after that, I mean, you can pose this dude pretty much any which way you want. I mean, you could do whatever you want with him. This is just amazing. My God, if I would have had this guy as a kid, I would have been the god of the playground. And just to wind off this video, I'm going to open his trailer. It's a little tight. That's what she said. Ha ha ha. Let's do this in the proper. Let's get everything on display here for you guys. Again, forgive me for rushing through this video. It's just, you know, I'm anticipating a pretty busy day. I mean, look at this. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. It just doesn't get any better than this. This is Optimus done in the proper. I only wish, and I hope, that with all the reviews, including this one, that Takara Tomy comes out and releases a Megatron to match this guy, and they have to bring him back as a Walther P-38, not a tank, not a plane, not a car, nothing. They got to bring back G1, a proper G1 Prime, a proper G1 Megatron. I just want to get this guy to pose just a little bit differently than... There we go. I mean, come on, what is there to say that hasn't been said already? Not just by myself, but other content creators who've reviewed this guy. Having him in hand, it really, really harkens back to my childhood in the 80s. I never had Optimus as a kid. I do have New Year Convoy on display in my living room, which was the Japanese reissue of G1 Prime with the more cartoon-accurate scheme, which is kind of reminiscent to this guy here. But between the two of them, with the toy-accurate colors versus the cartoon-accurate colors, it's very difficult to choose between the two. I'm not going to play favorites. Both of these are awesome in their own way. And just for the fact that he does what he does, I mean, I highly, highly recommend, if you're able to get both of these, get both. So with that being said, I know I skipped a lot of stuff here. I know I didn't go into, you know, all of this, but, you know, there are many content creators who've done that already. You know, Prime is Prime. He's pretty typical. And there's really not much more to say. Except that these guys rule. Anyway, everyone, today is Friday. It is officially May 3rd. Thank you so much for checking out my content and watching my videos. Again, if you like what you see, smash that like button, subscribe, and comment in the comments section below. I am your host, the Carolina Collector. Today is a good day to review toys, and I am definitely happy that I got this guy. Until next time, stay safe, God bless, take care, and I will see you soon.